Hi everybody, it's thought to be Tuesday and it is Wednesday the 31st of January. This is my second attempt at recording this video. First one recorded with no sound. So, number 2. Today is my little girl's 6th birthday and I'm just half asleep because I got about 4 hours sleep last night and I don't really run properly unless I get a good 7 hours. Plus I've had a house full of screaming children. There's only been 4 of them, but that's 3 too many. And I've got 2 kids, so the maths doesn't really work out there. What have I been doing this week? I have been using Wendy from Shiny Happy Embroidery or Shiny Happy World Embroideries forest pattern. And I have completed a number of blocks and I will show you them. Most of them have been stitched down and some of them haven't, but I really love her way of quilt as you go, because you basically quilt each block and then applique on top of the block, which kind of makes the applique pop a little bit. And then I've been appliquing with just a black outline thread, which gives it kind of a sketchy look sometimes. So I will quickly show you those. I have a whole heap of various coloured mushrooms. These are kind of like filler blocks, and so far I have some tree blocks, but this one's not stitched down yet, but it's stuck on, it just needs to be stitched round. So there are some more of these, but I'm waiting for some more heat and bond because I've run out. I've used 2 meters. It's a lot of heat and bond in this quilt. I have deer and quail. I won't show you them all because yeah, there's just various deer and quail, and I've done them all on different coloured green backgrounds. So there's some light, some dark, some mottled, some plain. There is bears. And then squirrels. The squirrels are all the same, but that's the squirrel, which is the grey squirrel, which is the squirrel we tend to get in this country. We very rarely get red squirrels because they're very rare, and I think they're endangered, but I don't know. Beavers. He looks better on the dark. And then I have bunnies. There are 3 bunnies. And stuck down but not yet quilted, not yet sewn in, there is the fox. I really like the quilting I did on this one. It's just like a square meander, if that makes any sense, but I love that one. I've done some owls. There's a tawny owl and snowy owls, and then I've got some raccoons. I'll show you on the dark because he goes better on the dark, and that is my attempt at a meander. I'm not using my free motion foot yet because it's really noisy and it makes me think it's going to break my machine. But Crystal gave me a tip yesterday, I think it was, about watching a particular video that she tells you how to make it so your foot doesn't jump quite as much. So I need to do that. But yeah, I really love her technique. I found it really easy quilting all the little squares and then just to put them all together later. One question I did want to ask you guys, you might not be able to see this one. This was one of my blocks and I originally had a deer appliqued on here to be sewn down, but he would not stick, and you can see he's kind of left an outline. No, I can't do this in this way. There's an outline of a deer. The glue is kind of like stuck, so I now have to cut out another animal when I get more bond web to go over that space because that's quite a big outline. But I don't know why he didn't stick. He just, I don't know if my iron was too hot, but this is the body, and you can see the fabric has gone really strange, and you can see through it. It's really, really odd. It was cotton fabric, so it shouldn't have done it, but I'm wondering if the iron was too hot, and maybe I've soaked the glue through the fabric. But I mean, yeah, I don't know what I did there. If you know, let me know. I haven't got a clue. That is all I've done this week, really. Where am I at? I can't even see the timer. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's been a bit of a bitty week with lots of stuff going on. I have moved location. My husband, I cleaned my craft room and took away some of the shelving units that I had. And I always had the bigger room, which I always found weird because he works in his office 7+ hours a day. But he said to me, no, you have the bigger room, I'll take the small one, it's officey. But I think he found it a bit cold and a bit stark. There's no carpet on the floor, it's vinyl flooring. And the plug sockets are all kind of at eye level, not eye level, waist level. So you can plug in lots of things and they can sit on the desk. So we've had a bit of a move around, and my quilt is currently in his office, which is now at the other end of the house. And I will move it, but I'm waiting for him to decide what he wants on his wall to go behind him, because I don't want to take the quilt away and then it loses some of the cosy feel that he liked about it. But I love the vinyl flooring because it means my chair slides around, look. Ooh, unflattering. So I can move between my sewing machine, the iron, the serger really easily. And also because it's not carpet, when threads fall on the floor, which they always do because I'm a messy quilter, I don't have to get down on my knees and brush them up so they come out of the carpet to hoover. And if I drop a pin, it just lays on the floor, so you don't tend to stand in it. And it, with the carpet, they always seem to embed into the carpet and then go straight into my foot. Whereas with this flooring, they just sort of lay there and I can just whip them up. And if I do stand on them, I'm standing along them so they're not going up into my foot. Why that would be an issue, most people would just pick up the pin that they drop. But no. Aside from that, there is nothing else going on this week. Crafty wise, I have got another job to go with my current job. So currently I'm a dinner lady at a school, and I've just got a job as clerk to governors, which is kind of an evening working from home job. Yeah, sort of independently working to make sure everything's done and filed and done correctly. So I will be starting that soon. I'm hoping it's not going to have a massive impact on my crafting. It will have some, but I'm hoping it's going to take time away from the rubbish on TV that I've been watching, namely The Real Housewives of Anywhere, which seems to have addicted me since just before Christmas. Shouty women, don't know what I'm thinking, but anyway, hopefully that will stop and I can get my crafting in. So yeah, aside from that, everything is good here, and I look forward to seeing all of your videos and commenting on them, and yeah, I'll catch you all next week. Bye.